Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Lunch with the Cardinals, the daily update show on Jewel Athletics for Tuesday, January 31st, 2012. Basketball over last weekend, basketball coming up this weekend, Thursday and Saturday night here at home. But notable from last Saturday's men's game was the win by Larry Holley. And as Coach Holley continues to climb up the all-time wins list, time to recognize his achievement Saturday night. The win over S&T tied him for 13th place on the all-time list with legendary Clarence Big House Gaines. This is the guy that coached Earl the Pearl Monroe in college. Coach Holley now ties him on the all-time list. Kind of an interesting story because Jewel making the transition from NAIA to NCAA. Coach Holley isn't listed among the NAIA all-time active coaches now and all-time winningest coaches because we're no longer in the NAIA and because Jewel is not quite done being transitioned into the NCAA, not recognized in the NCAA ranks either. That will take care of itself soon enough as we become official in the NCAA. But in the meantime, Coach Holley is indeed tied for 13th on the all-time list. We'll talk to Coach Holley in a minute, but before we do that, let's take a look at some of his other accomplishments. First of all, he's number one all-time among any Missouri coach, high school, college, otherwise. Second on that list is Norm Stewart, the former head coach at the University of Missouri. Coach Holley is also number two all-time in NCAA Division II wins, a fact that won't be recognized officially until we officially make the completed transition to the NCAA. But he's also number two among active NCAA Division II coaches. Again, that's something that will take some time to be recognized as Coach Holley stays in the Division II ranks. The final thing to note is that Coach Holley is number 8 among all active NAIA and NCAA Division II coaches. And again, really not showing up on either category now in the transition year, but again, that will take care of itself. We talked to Larry Holley last weekend for our Hy-Vee halftime report. Here are a couple of things he had to say about his life at William Jewell.
One of my dreams when I was here, knowing I was going into coaching, was to come back here and coach someday. A lot of people know that my running mate at guard here for 3 years was Homer Drew, who's obviously retired now at Valparaiso, but one of the finest Division I coaches in the nation. And we used to sit on road trips to and from and talk about our dreams and of getting to the college level. I candidly hoped to get a good high school job, and if I was successful enough in 8 or 10 or 12 years, maybe get a chance at the college level. My path was a little bit different getting back here. Went to Missouri to graduate school. Met a great friend of mine in Frank McKenzie, took all 32 hours side by side with him. He goes back to Central Methodist as assistant basketball coach, assistant football coach, head track coach. I go to Harrisburg, Missouri, just north of Columbia. The next year he's offered the job as the head basketball coach. He gets drafted in the Vietnam War. Recommends Larry Holley for the job. I go interview, I get the job. Almost didn't take it because I knew it would be challenging. We had absolutely $0 for athletic scholarships in my first 2 years. And I was worried because I knew it would be tough to win, and it was. I was there 6 years as head coach, 61 and 93. Go to Northwest Missouri as assistant coach for 2 years and then head coach for 2, 26 and 26. Come to Jewell in the fall of 79. My dream job, go 10 and 19. My first year. So after 9 years as a head college coach, I'm 41 games below 500. So it was. I'm glad that Central Methodist took a chance on me. I'm glad Northwest Missouri State took a chance on me, and I'm certainly glad that my alma mater took a chance on me.
Basketball this weekend, Thursday. Maryville comes to town for nighttime games, and then Saturday afternoon, it's the University of Missouri St. Louis. Get out and support the Cardinals. We'll see you tomorrow on more Lunch with the Cardinals.